Arsenal 5, Man City 1. Oh, what a performance that was today. I'm just saying off camera, it's so nice to be out here. We're just delighted, beaming, absolutely beaming. Liam, what did you make of that, mate? When it went 1-1, Haaland scores that goal. What were you thinking? Did you ever think it would end like this?
Could have gone one or two ways. Yeah, it could have ended like this, or it could have ended 5-1 to them. We've seen it in previous seasons. We went up to the Etihad, we lost 5-1. Today we've won 5-1, and I'm so happy. The tables have turned. You know, we are. I feel like, although City have won the league 4 times in a row, back to back, they haven't beaten us for 3 years. You know, we have had their number, and we should have beaten them in previous years gone by, but results haven't gone our way. Obviously, everyone looks back at the Kovacic, the game where Kovacic should have been sent off. Michael Oliver didn't want to send him off, and you know, this defeat has been a long time coming. The tables have turned a long time ago, to be fair, but it's nice to get the result and prove that, you know, we were a class above them today. And sometimes, you know, you get a result that maybe doesn't reflect the game, but 5-1 reflects the game today. Every single player won their individual battles. I don't think anyone had a poor game. It was the best game I've seen for Odegaard in a long time. Best game I've seen for Thomas Partey in a long time. Best game I've seen for Gabriel in a long time. I'd even throw Trossard in there. It was the best game I've seen for Trossard in a while. There were so many good performances out there today. And the man of the match for me is Mikel Arteta, because he has set them up to do exactly that today. I don't know what his team talk was, but he's prepared the team perfectly. He probably got to found another light bulb and held it up and said, guys, like, whatever he done before, I can't even remember, man. I'm just so happy to see, like, the team working to a common goal, and everybody out there wanted that victory today, and it wouldn't have happened unless, you know, they all got on the same page, and they all, well, to be honest, the real winner is Haaland, because he's the one who's inspired us. You know, Mikel done a bit of work, but Haaland is the one who's inspired us to that win today. Because if he hadn't run his mouth last time, I don't think we would have won today. It might have been another tight game, another 1-1. But thank you, Haaland, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
He was quick to go and shake everyone's hand after the game and apologise to him. I don't know if he apologised, but it looked like, you know, he had a long conversation with Declan Rice, shook their hand. He went over to Timber, shook his hand as well, and it looked like he actually was humble today.
Interesting. That's very interesting. I didn't see that at the end, but yeah, maybe he has come out and said, "Listen, yeah, I got that one wrong," and he really did. Just finally, obviously, we got Newcastle in the League Cup. Now, the Premier League is obviously a calibre above. We all know that, but we'd like a trophy, and that's one we're still in technically. Do you give us any hope of turning around the deficit after watching that performance today?
Yeah, 100%. So obviously when we lost to them, I thought it's going to be tough to win at St James's Park, but it was actually Robbie who was saying, you know, a month's a long time in football, and at the time maybe Newcastle were in good form, but they've lost their last 2 home games now, and we've just come off the back of a 5-1 win against Manchester City. Yes, I think it's going to be a more difficult game on Tuesday, because Newcastle will be tight and they will defend. Like, I know they've got a great striker in Isak, but they're going to defend against us, and we might struggle to break them down. All they've got to do really is start running the clock down from minute 1. It's going to be a different kind of football match, but there's absolutely no reason why the likes of Wanyeri, and look, we had 5 different goal scorers today. Any one of them could pop up with another performance like today's, and we're right in there. And at the end of the day, it only takes the first goal to galvanise everyone, and then the second might come, and possibly even the third. You know, there's nothing to say we're only going to win 2-0. We could go and blow them away 3-4 like Bournemouth did. So, you know, I'm excited for it, and you know, a month ago I wasn't, but I am excited for it now, and I give Arsenal I think we're favourites to win the match. It's by how many?
Yeah,
by how many?
That is the key. Final thoughts. Need a striker, obviously, don't we? Do you fancy Ollie Watkins as a striker for Arsenal Football Club?
It's a tricky one, because I think he is an improvement on what we've got. However, I see it as more of an 18-month signing. I think when we signed Trossard, it was a perfect example. He was great for what we needed at that time. And I think we've hung on to it for a bit too long. And I think if we were to spend 60 million on Ollie Watkins, we'd fall into the same trap. And we'd sign him, he'd be great for the rest of this season, he'd be great for next season, but then I think we'd want to go looking again. And obviously Villa didn't want 60, they wanted a lot more for him. So I wouldn't break the bank on someone that I'm looking at for an 18-month thing. Maybe it is the wise decision to wait for the summer, maybe chuck a bit more, looking around the 80 to 100 million region for a striker that maybe is a bit more long-term, next 3-4 years, but I don't know. Like I said, we need a striker now, so yes, it will do the job for now, but I really don't want us to blow a budget on a player that maybe is only an 18-month impact for us.
Brilliant, great feelings. On to the Carabao Cup, let's go.